Hey, as promised, I am back with a child safety series. So we're going to start kind of within your own home, your children and the children that you might be a guardian to, the children that you love and you're standing in the gap for, or you may have several. So I figured I would go ahead and start with some statistics that I wrote down to sort of give you an idea of what we're looking at. And I sort of want you to think within the terms of like a classroom between like 20 and 30 kids when you're thinking about these statistics. So there are several different types of things that would be considered child maltreatment. And so from this, that would include things like neglect, physical abuse, psychological, emotional abuse, sexual abuse. There's obviously satanic ritual abuse. There's all sorts of different types of things that would fall under child maltreatment. But I'm going to start with some CSA statistics. That would be 1 in 3 girls and 1 in 5 boys. You thinking about a classroom or your own family? 1 in 3 girls have been sexually abused. And by the way, also when you're thinking about this, think about these are just the ones that are reported and found out. So the whatever numbers like we're talking about, it's going to probably be significantly higher than that. Lord help me. Anyway. Children between the ages of 7 and 13 are the most vulnerable to child sexual abuse. From the 2003 National Institute of Justice report, 3 out of 4 adolescents said they were sexually assaulted by someone that they knew well. We'll come back to that. And a typical PDF file will commit 117 sexual crimes in a lifetime. Just one. 117. So that means some people are getting abused multiple times, or that many different people or children. I got these statistics from the 2023 U.S. child maltreatment stats for the fiscal year. The amount of children that would fall under the U.S. child maltreatment, the majority of them being neglect, would be 546,159 kids. An estimated 2,000 died from abuse and neglect. And the parent or the legal guardian was responsible for victimizing 76% of those children. So in case you can't math, let me help you. That's most of them victimized by a parent or guardian. So the people I'm about to give tips to are obviously not those people because they don't care about treating their children well, but I'm going to help you protect your own because I took an oath and I meant it. I'm going to have to do this in parts, guys. I'm not a streamer, so part 1. So the last statistic that I'm going to give you is from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, and it's about the increase of online crimes. They said they reported a significant spike for the whole first half of 2025 in online crimes. So when you think about your kids that love Fortnite and Minecraft and TikTok and Roblox. Sorry, all my dogs decided to lose it. When you think about those things, that's a playground for predators to like get information about your kid and get access to them and talk to them. And they've gotten creative over the years, and now they pretend to be children to make friends with your child. So it's best to either not have them on those games at all, or if they do have that or internet access, you need to absolutely have parental controls, limit it. You should be able to see everything your child is doing. You should be telling them never to give out personal information, even if they think it's another kid. They shouldn't be adding anybody they don't know, but definitely not like giving out their school or giving out pictures or their birthday. Not to give in to fake promises of like money or animals or candy or whatever might motivate your child to give out that information. You need to be talking to your child regularly about safety. You should be building and creating a trusted, safe environment where your child doesn't feel uncomfortable to come to you to start. we talk about these statistics that say most adolescents that were sexually assaulted as a child were victimized by someone they knew well. So that means looking at your family. Have you talked to your parents and your grandparents about whether or not they were ever abused, and kind of the story of your lineage and how your parents were raised and why they believe the things that they believe? Those are hard conversations, but we have to have them. You have to have them, because that's how you figure out how to deal with it. And really, you'll find that once you start doing that, a lot of healing happens as well. But you never want to have a family member that has abused generations of children continue that cycle, because they're still invited to family get-togethers and everybody just doesn't, we just don't talk about it. There's so much shame behind it that we just don't talk about it. Gotta talk about it. Otherwise, people are going to keep getting hurt, and hurt people, and so on and so forth. But you would never willingly put your child in the hands of somebody who's got... It cut me off. That was rude. What I was saying was, you wouldn't put your child willingly in the hands of a pedophile, so why would you willingly let people with pedophile tendencies around them just because they're family or friends or whatever standard you think you have to uphold that's more important than protecting your children? Also, don't give me crap over my bonnet. I have thick curly hair. You wouldn't know that, but I have leave-in conditioner in, so we're leaving it. This part of the series has already been broken into too many pieces, so probably won't get it all in here, but I'm going to say really, really, really work on having that strong relationship with your child. You should, even if they're annoyed by it, or even if you're busy, you should be making time. Like, if you're asking them how's school, you should be genuinely invested in the answer, not just like they said whatever they said, you got your response, and you went on with whatever you were doing. You should know them. You should be having daily conversations with them. You should know who their friends are, who their crushes are. You should know what their class schedule is. I know, it's so hard, because you just expect the school to take care of everything, but I would want to know which class my kid was in at what time of day, and maybe have it written down in the event that the portal crashes, but who am I? Sorry, I get a little heated when it comes to people being lazy, when it comes to their child safety. Some things I've learned this year and last year, that there are people that scope out your local parks, your local playgrounds, schools, trampoline parks. Squirrel. They scope them out to get your child's routines. Like, okay, they go to gymnastics every Tuesday and Thursday. Oh, they go to this school and they go out on the playground at this time of day. Oh, they come to the Just Jump every Saturday. Or the whole family has their birthday parties here. There are people that watch for stuff like that, and it sucks, because you want to give your kid a normal life that they can enjoy and have normal experiences. And I'm not saying to take those away. I'm saying take that knowledge and use it as you're planning these things, and adjust as needed. Because your children are what's most important. And there are some of us who are trying like hell to make sure they don't get hurt. So can you please? Thank you. I will be back some other time for the community part of the safety series.